What's going on, my PT peeps, my Walking Dead family, and my fighters? I'm One Eyebrow, also known as PT. Don't know if I'm winking or I'm blinking, but I'm definitely thinking about The Walking Dead and some big news, potential news about some upcoming shows, spin-offs, some more spin-offs, but spoiler warning for all things Walking Dead, show, comics, movies, everything related to The Walking Dead, spoiler warning. And if you're like me, we're going through Walking Dead withdrawals, and we can't wait to watch the Season 10 finale, the Fear the Walking Dead Season 6 premiere, and the World Beyond premiere. But before we get to this information, guys, please hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. If you have, thank you very much. We truly appreciate it, but we need your help to achieve our goal of 100,000 subscribers. Also, guys, if you like what we do here, hit the like button. It goes a long way. Also, if you want to donate to the channel, you don't have to, but it's truly appreciated. Hit the join button, become a valued member. We have 3 different levels. We also have a Patreon. We have a book series. All the proceeds from all those things come back to the channel so we can continue making awesome videos and daily content. I hope you join the fight and pick up your copy today. Now, per comicbook.com and Scott Gimple from The Walking Dead's Comic-Con at Home panel, we got this information. I will say, we're working on things where we are looking at past characters, Gimple said during The Walking Dead's virtual Comic-Con presentation. Maybe not a whole series, but we're looking at things where we can take a peek at. Maybe not pre-apocalypse, but early in the apocalypse. We're looking at folks, so get excited for that. And I saw that in the panel, he clearly says that. And it's interesting because we heard this information previously, and hopefully they're getting closer to actually filming some things. When asked about a wish for a spin-off set before the outbreak of the zombie virus, the ex-Walking Dead showrunner picked Glenn Rhee, Steven Yeun, the former pizza delivery boy who rescued Rick Grimes, Andrew Lincoln, about 2 months into the apocalypse because I miss working with Steven, and it would be funny. And I like the funny. In 2019, Yeun stated that he would not be returning to The Walking Dead and that he was satisfied with his character's death in the show's 7th season premiere. So we'll have to see what happens, but this just reaffirms information that we had a while ago. And it still reigns true. I think the plan is to have early apocalyptic characters that we saw in season 1 or characters we met along the way that we didn't see early on in the apocalypse. We talked about this in a previous video, probably years ago. I don't even remember when I made this video with this thumbnail, but we talked about an Abraham spinoff, a Glenn spinoff, Carl spinoff or something, but it just makes sense to have a Glenn story. I just don't know if it's going to happen, even though I would love an Abraham miniseries. It should happen, but we'll have to see if they go the route of season 1 characters or characters we met along the way. They could do both. Why not do several of them? I think one of the coolest things they could do, and they talked about this, that it was scrapped. Frank Darabont wanted to have the walker in the tank, so the tank walker, his story. How did he get here? The fall of the city, the start of the apocalypse. I think they could do that, and they probably will. Would you want to watch that? It'd be kind of cool to see the origin of this character right here. I mean, he's not really a character, but the tank walker is kind of iconic. And it was Frank Darabont's idea, I believe, the showrunner for season 1 and half of season 2, and then he was let go, so it didn't happen. Some things could have changed along the way, but it would be pretty cool. Also, the actor right here was in the movie The Mist that several characters from the Walking Dead cast are in. Definitely check out The Mist, the movie, and not the TV series, but it's pretty cool. So I think that the best way of doing this would be several of them. Why not have several characters throughout the series of The Walking Dead, like a mini-series, and you could call it The Walking Dead Origins. I personally think that's what they're going to call it because it fits so well. But we all want to see Glenn Rhee again. But is it too far gone? I don't really like it when you see a character's origin after you saw their story and then their death or the last part of their story. It's like, okay, we're going flashbacks. We already saw his journey. It would be pretty cool to see Steven Yeun as Glenn. I know I would watch it, but like it said in the article, Steven Yeun did say that he did not want to return and does not want to return to The Walking Dead. That's why we got Sasha in Rick's last episode instead of Glenn. We all love Sasha, don't get me wrong, but it should have been Glenn. Glenn saved Rick early on, very early on, and it should have been Glenn in his final episode, but it wasn't. I don't want to see a Morales story. We already saw that. We already saw that BS thing where he came back and he was a savior and it didn't make sense, but he was gone, so they had to bring him back and had to end the story because he was tired of answering the questions. Where's Morales? Where's Morales? Where's Morales? But he's definitely a possibility to see an origin story. Also, T-Dog makes a lot of sense. Irony Singleton, I think, would want to reprise the role, anyone connected with The Walking Dead, except for Steven Yeun, I guess, would want to come back to the show. A lot of actors would love to be back on the show at some point. Really, anybody here in this elevator would make sense. The whole thing with the CDC falling, Dr. Jenner, that would be pretty cool too. I don't know if they would want to go that route, but again, The Walking Dead origins make sense if they go that route, and the CDC is a big part of that. And really, it would be pretty cool to see Atlanta, DC, any major cities fall at the start of the apocalypse. I don't know if they want to go that route because it started so many years ago and it would be so much backtracking. Plus, we would want to see Rick, and I doubt Andrew Lincoln would be able to play young Rick, and you wouldn't want to recast the actor, so it doesn't make sense to me. But I would be pretty cool with seeing the start of the zombie apocalypse to see how it fell, connected the dots, maybe a different city, maybe a different area, maybe some way to check it out. I don't know what they want to do, but The Walking Dead needs more stuff. We are going through withdrawals. We want news. We want movie news, spin-offs, shows. Really, we want The Walking Dead year-round. And 2020 was supposed to be that. But this year has had other plans, that's for sure. So what do you think it could be? What would you guess, or what would you predict would be the kind of thing Gimp was talking about? The Walking Dead origins, if you will. I would love for it to be called that. And if it is, you know where you heard it here first. But thank you guys for watching. Let me know your thoughts. Please let me know what you predict. What would you want to see? What you would not want to see in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching. Stay safe. And as always, tell them, Daryl.
Yo, we love you guys.